So if you're looking at making a quick buck, detailing and flipping cars is actually something that I am showing you in this video that is possible. At the end of the video, I will break down the cost that I put into it, the time, along with the profit that was made just by buying this car on Facebook Marketplace and then relisting it after cleaning it up. This car in particular is a Toyota Rav4. It's got 134,000 miles on it. It is smoked in super heavily, which is why it is so stained and so filthy. But just by detailing it on the inside, I was able to make profit. And I'll show you at the end exactly what that is. So if you like these sort of videos, make sure you hit subscribe, comment and like if you've ever done a flip or anything down below, because it's what makes these videos possible and how I fund them. So without further ado, let's start tearing this thing apart, and I'll show you all the steps that I did to transform this vehicle. This is tricky because there's a cable for disconnecting the rear seat right here. There's a junction point, but you can't get to it. So unless I take that apart, I can't get the seat out. Okay, looks like the rear seats are not coming out, which is a bummer. Obviously, steam cleaner is going to come in big here. Drill brush, Milwaukee drill. I always swear by Milwaukee. They always work the best because I've never had them break. Mint Shine all-purpose cleaner is going to come in handy. Going to need probably another bottle of it. I have my Fox Clean microfiber towels, which if you have not bought some yet, you don't know how good these are. But we got some in gray and orange. Fox Clean detailing brushes. Ooh, the key. And then in my sprayer, we put our OxiClean and our BioBrake that's listed in the description box below, along with these goodies as well. Then the Beast, which is the mighty detailing workstation. This is an extractor and a vacuum all in one. And that's where you get the little netty, that's inappropriate, don't do that. This thing is what makes this clean. All my batteries, which I probably will only use one battery for the drill brush. I have my impact driver so I can take things apart, cameras, gloves, more tools, energy, testing, maybe coming soon, and then food. Now with majority of the stuff removed, all of the debris, all of the seat clips, all the front seats, the rear seats were obviously a problem, I already explained that. It gives you a good idea of what needs to be cleaned, and it allows us to clean up as much of that nicotine and smoke residue covering everything. And because the seats were so bad, I started with the front seat, and by vacuuming it, we're gonna get all the hair and anything on the sides that you can't typically get to, but give off an amazing odor. We're gonna get that vacuumed up before we hit these seats with the steam cleaner, because it pretty much feels like plastic because it's so tarred over with just smoke. I don't even know what that is. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below, but steam it first, which kind of breaks it up, loosens it up a little bit, and then I'm spraying on my BioBrake and OxiClean solution, which helps break down those stains and all that grease and grime, and then hit it with my drill brush. By the way, these extractor passes that you're watching right now, there's no water injected. This is just sucking up the pre-extraction fluid that I spray on there to break down that dirt and grime. This is just being sucked up from the seats itself. I mean, and the seat's literally changing colors from brown to gray. That's how bad this is. I mean, look at that color differential. That's how bad this thing is. These took several passes to clean up, several passes with the steam cleaner to break it down, and then multiple extraction passes just to make sure that anything embedded in the actual cushions was sucked up as well. Because as a seat dries, or any fabric for that matter, you can suck up the dirt on the surface, but anything inside the cushion itself will dry and then be pulled to the surface as well. So you'll have a stain that could reappear. This seat in particular, and along with everything else inside the car, took about an hour and a half per seat. Now, after 2 seats, this is the concoction that was pulled from them. Any bidders down below, let me know how much it would cost for you to take a sip of this lovely juice. Now, I always get the question, how long do I spend vacuuming? And for me personally, I probably spend way too much time vacuuming, but for me, it speeds up the extraction phase, because if you can get more dirt out in the vacuuming phase, the less work your extractor has to do on getting any dirt and debris up, and more focusing on just getting the stains out. So I do spend a larger amount of time on vacuuming just to make sure it's as thorough as possible. But if I was a detailer working at a customer's house or at their job or doing mobile, usually vacuuming should not take you more than 20 to 30 minutes of an entire vehicle. But most of the time you're not doing vehicles like this, which is kind of the difference. So if you are doing crazy cars like this, yeah, it'll take a lot longer. But if you're doing just customer details in general, trying to make some money on the side detailing, 20 to 30 minutes on vacuuming for an entire vehicle is plenty. Now the vacuuming phase done, I have this handy dandy, amazing Mighty Extractor vacuum combo, which has these socks that get inserted. This sock that goes in there collects all of that dirt and debris and hair, and it fills it up, and then I just throw that away and put a new one on. It's literally like a dress sock that a guy would wear, or a pantyhose, if you will. It just fits in there and collects all that stuff, and it's so much easier than vacuum bags, and these can get wet, and it's amazing. I love this thing. For these door panels, I'm using my own personal product, which is Mint Shine All-Purpose Cleaner. You guys can get all of that, brushes, towels, leather cleaner and conditioner, tons of stuff at my website, foxclean.com. I have in the description box below a coupon code, so you guys can get a percentage off for being fans and subscribers of this channel. But spraying it on these door panels, using my detailing brushes for all those nooks and crannies, and then for this fabric on the door panel, I'm using a steam cleaner because this fabric as well, from as an armrest, collected a lot of dirt and debris that need to be broken down before we can clean it up. Don't say I never told you. Go, get out of my mind. I refuse to be a soldier. Waste my time. Don't say I never told you. Go, get out of my mind. I refuse to be a soldier. Whenever I typically do like smoker cars in particular, steam is something that you definitely should use just because it helps break down things faster and helps expedite the process for these extremely dirty cars. Plus it's also it kills viruses and bacteria and everything else because it is steam for that matter. So spraying it into the air vents and let it flow through the system, and then also blowing out tight like nooks and crannies, the steam cleaner is definitely helpful. I have no idea what this blue stuff is. If anybody has a suggestion, I don't know if it's too bright to be a pen, I think. But this one cup holder in particular was filled with it. So if you guys have any idea, let me know. I didn't smell it or taste it, so I can't tell you, which is probably a positive. Do not do that. Don't do that. Never.
Say
I will say this car is a prime example of why floor mats are something that everybody should invest in. If you don't have carpeted, at least floor mats, rubber floor mats are obviously a high recommendation that I always say on this channel. Because most of the time, if you have rubber floor mats, you just have to vacuum and clean the floor mats. You don't have to do this process with your carpets. And on the driver's side, when we get to that, you can see the wear mark on the floor, and that's from typically heels will do that mostly, because the heel of the high heel will dig into that carpet over time by using the gas and brake pedal. So yeah, if you don't have floor mats, just go pick up generic ones. Even if you just pick up cheap ones from the dollar store, I think they even sell something. Put something down where your feet can sit. It'll save you a ton of time, and if you ever get your car detailed, your detailer will thank you. And like I mentioned earlier about those rubber floor mats, all these little black dots you see here are not dirt. Those are cigarette burns. So if you had floor mats, that would have been completely alleviated. I am surprised the seats aren't covered in these burns, just the carpet is on the passenger side, which is kind of odd, to be honest. But yeah, floor mats for the win. And after all that carpet extraction, here is juice number 2. Pick your choice, juice number 1 or 2. Which one would you prefer? Personally, none for me, but maybe some of you are more adventurous in your cocktails and would prefer to have some of this, especially this one right here. Look at this. That's juicy, tasty. Now with the car completely cleaned and reassembled, the last step that I like to do, especially with a odor smelling car, is this is an ozone generator. It creates ozone, and when you put the car on recirc and flow air through the air conditioner system with the windows up, it flows ozone through everything, which kills bacteria, kills any odors whatsoever, and helps break down anything else remaining inside the vehicle to make it smell fresh. So this car was originally listed for $4,500 on Facebook Marketplace, and I was able to negotiate them down to $3,500 because it had sat on the market for a while because of the condition it was in. Nobody was interested. After purchasing it, I was $263 in sales tax, $50 in title registration, temporary plates, all that crap. And then for 6 hours of labor at $25 an hour, I'm at $150. Materials at $200 for a total of $4,163 all in on this car. And then at a sale price of $7,000, that left me with $2,837 in pure profit in 4 days. So it took me 4 days to buy, register, detail, relist, and then because it was below market value at $7,000 list with a good condition, it sold super quick. So if you guys want to do this, this is really not super difficult. You just have to invest your time, figure out if it's worth your time based on an hourly fee. And if you like these sort of videos, click this video right here on screen. This was another flip that I did of a Honda Civic that I know you'll enjoy. So watch that now to learn more about flipping so you can make some profit as well.